Deadly Tarantula Girl coming to you from my private serpentarium. Tonight I'm going to bring you along on a long feeding session, and so this is going to be a little bit different from the traditional feeding video, and I'm going to feed a few hundred animals and let you guys join along. I have my big Canon 70D and my smaller Canon PowerShot, so you can kind of get an idea of what I deal with on a nightly basis. I have my little parameter here within the frame of my little Canon PowerShot, so hopefully you can see some close-up feeding. Let's get started. We need something to throw stuff away.
Just say you have a little trash can down here.
What? Throw stuff on the floor?
So I have a Thrixopelma ochrity here. Gonna pick out any bolus or cricket legs or anything like that that I see. Just really quick. Oh, I need a water dish and some bulbs. Guys. Okay. I use two methods of watering for the shoebox size of terrestrial enclosure. I'm gonna shelter the animal and then spray with the spray bottle to one side. And then I also use a bowl of water with a syringe bulb to lightly flood one area of the enclosure. And then before I close the lid, I feed. I always try to make sure to have my water as close to room temperature as possible. So I have two other feeders and waterers around the other sides of the table. And then we have our most junior member of the crew, Anton, to pick up and take away. Okay, okay.
What happened?
Net.
What happened?
Net.
It's crawling up my neck. No, it's not moving. Oh my gosh.
Sneak peek at the colonies end.
Can you hold your ponytail to the side?
No.
It's okay. Okay.
At least you didn't go up your pants or
So
anything.
we just had a little HMAC run up somebody's face. HMAC captured. I have it here between these two nets. Oh. Okay, move this one for me, Anton. Look in this camera. See if this. So what I do is just gently capture the animal between two nets, which now, woo, he's all charged up. Alrighty, just ran under the table, lid, and HMAC recaptured. So that's just HMAC recaptured. So that's just part of the excitement of working with psycho-arboreals. We give this back to Emmy now so she can continue feeding and watering. Whew. Back to this Nandu chromatus. And I'm gonna go through the same process a couple hundred times. So they are working on large arboreal while I work on large terrestrial. And I don't clean the cages 100% every time, partly because there are pheromones and other familiar natural smells that occur from an animal living in its space, and to clean that out completely every time would make them feel like they were in a very hostile alien environment.
Do the candy box since you like it.
There's nothing in there right now. Yeah, this is part of the experience.
Are you gonna mute us or anything?
Nope. Have this cobalt blue, and she makes a really big mess in her enclosure, but that is how she likes it. This looks like it might be slightly too wet, so normally I will flood her water dish and then mist heavily, but I'm actually going to keep the moisture segregated to that one area. And I'm seeing a few crickets hiding out, which means she didn't eat everything the last time, so I'm not going to feed her real heavily. And these are the subtle little signs of health and wellness that you have to look for every time you're feeding and watering your animals, even if you have hundreds and hundreds of animals. So containers are being passed back and forth all around me. And I also have a few cameras and some lights and a microphone set up, which does make it a little bit weird. But that's okay. It's all for you.
You're the spotlight then.
Okay. So, Chromatopoma cynopubescens. This is one of my babies, I think. You can see this species lays this lovely mat of webbing, and I try to keep that as clean as possible while destroying as little of the mat as possible. This is Augustocephalus ezendami. Like what?
This is weird. I'm not used to this.
Then don't worry about it. Nothing's happening.
Are you talking to Emmy?
Yes.
Oh, tell me what's happening in your Photoshop class. Oh, I think Anton just moved this camera. Let's see. We good? Well?
Well, I'm still working on that picture of you.
Okay. Did you got a different computer?
Yeah, he switched me computers because the Photoshop's not working right on the other one.
So what stage are you at on the picture? Am I finished yet?
Well, I'm kind of after I start now since I switched my computer.
Oh, really? So, Emmy is working on an anime style art project, which has to be photoshopped, and she asked me to model for her. And the work I saw so far was really awesome, but apparently her computer at school crashed, so she's having to start over, which is great news for me because that means it'll probably be even better the second time around. So that'll be exciting. The beginning work on that was the picture that she posted to Instagram that is in my candy cage enclosure video. So you'll have to check that out. So did you just start over on it today?
No, today I was getting the settings adjusted on my computer to where it can work normally.
That was Brachypelma Smith I just did. Green bottle blue. Ooh, check that out. Got a nice, fresh, beautiful mold here. Have to take a close look at this one. This is one of my babies. Don't think it's been sexed yet. So, because this animal just molted, I'm going to make sure it has additional moisture. Don't kick all those brand new hairs off your rump. And plenty of food. Phormictopus cancerites. Oh, this is weird. Looks like she envenomated this cricket but didn't eat it. Makes me wonder if she didn't want to eat because she's nearing a molt, but it was pestering her. But she doesn't look like it to me, so I'm going to take this cricket out because it's hungry, and crickets can taunt, harass, and terrorize your animal. If they start to live in there and they get hungry, they'll nibble on your spider. So I just found this Poecilotheria rufilata just molted out into a mature male. So if you need a male, I can definitely sell them to you. And if you would like to do a breeding loan and you have a mature female, then just comment or shoot me an email at deadlytarantulagirl@yahoo.com. Ideally, I would like to send it out to somebody, if I do a breeder loan, who has multiple females to increase the likelihood of getting some egg sacs. So if you're interested, comment or email me. Did we do that one?
What?
Whatever that is down there. You need to pay attention and make sure we don't miss anything. Another Brachypelma smithi, younger specimen. Careful. This is Heteroscodra geniculata. Nice, lovely female. This looks also a little damper than I would expect it to see on feeding and watering day. I'm going to go a little bit lighter than I normally would. Can you tell what this was? Ooh, another molt. It's a beautiful Cyclosternum fasciatum. This is one of my babies from...
Is there anything in here?
2012. That green bottle blue, after I examined the molt, was a female. From the size of this one, I can tell that she too is a girl. I don't need to examine the molt. I can see several crickets in here. She did not eat, and that was because she was getting closer to a molt. And she looks like it's been a few days, so I'm going to bump up the moisture so she can fully harden and recover. And she looks like she is probably ready to eat, so I'm going to feed her, but not too heavy, since I don't know how freshly she molted. And move on with the next one. Here's another Smith Eye. I know that you guys didn't get to see everything tonight, but my battery is getting low, so I hope you enjoyed coming on this journey with me, and I'll be seeing you guys in a few days. Hope you like this one. How was that?